Hi there. My name is Micha. I'm a developer and from time to time also a computer science teacher. In our last video, I showed a 20 questions game demonstrating some really foundational AI concepts. In the second part, I want to take that a step further and share a lesson plan for bringing this awesome project into your own classrooms. This is for all you fellow educators out there. Maybe you can give me feedback later on what would you change or improve. But first, let me show you the game again so that you can see how it looks. If you agree, we will go with coffee again. Is it a part of nature? Well, sometimes. Is it bigger than microwave? No. Is it found in a house? Let's go with yes. Is it usually found in a kitchen? Yes. Wow, already? Of course, it's a coffee. This project is great because it makes computer science accessible and engaging for all students, which, as you know, is always my main goal. It helps them build foundational computational thinking and problem solving skills. And crucially, it demystifies AI, showing them it's not magic, but well structured data and logic at play. So let's dive into lesson number one. I suggest you split this lesson into two phases. The first phase will be focused on experiencing the game and getting the feel for it, followed by the phase 2 with discussion about how the data is stored. Initially, we get the students playing the game. Give them HTML, JavaScript, and CSS files. If you can also set up a web page for them to try out. In Kobe AI Smart Classroom, this will be already prepared for you and your students, which makes it easier to start. Students will get all the code in files and appropriate interactive assignments. But I want to keep it simple enough that you can do it even without a smart classroom. I made it in a way you can open it as a file in your browser, like you see below. Just remember that your file path will be different. So, their first task is simple: play the game and try to challenge the AI. Does the AI know all the words? You'll see their engagement level skyrocket. Who will be the first to find a missing word? When a student does defeat the AI, that's the aha moment. Computers are not almighty. Congratulate them and discuss what does that mean. Explain that the main challenge is how can we teach AI to know that word? This is a place where you could talk with your students about the data, how they would store and collect such data. Encourage them to find different ways to collect and store the data. Explain that there is no single way in doing things in computer science. There are always variations. This leads us right into the next task, helping them find the brain. I ask them to open the project files in a code editor and pose the question: which of these files do you think is the AI's brain? Since we talked about the data, I want them to find words they understand. This naturally guides them to a special JavaScript file that contains the data. The big reveal happens when they open that file and see the words array. Some will figure this out quickly, for some it will take a while. After a few minutes, I try to encourage them to help their peers. I explain that this simple list is the AI's entire knowledge base. It's a powerful example, and I make them read out a few words in the database to better understand. Depending on the time we used for playing and finding the database, we move on to the next phase. I call it creating a new brain. I encourage them to start small with the editor. So, figuring out where the editor is and how to open it is the next step. But for some, it will be a challenge. If this is too much of a challenge, I encourage them to help each other. Here, we can talk about efficiency and how you can make data entry easier. Editing code manually can be slow and prone to errors, especially for beginners. The same goes for more experienced students if we have a lot of data. This is why we have tools to help us work with the data. In our case, it is the editor to enter new words and update existing words. I explain that this is a tool to make teaching our AI easier and with less errors. I think it's good to teach students once again how to open the appropriate HTML. If necessary, I demonstrate the editing workflow, but a lot of time they will figure this out themselves. I show them how to open the editor, add a new word, save it to local storage, and then use export all button. Then we get into the really collaborative part. I call it our knowledge base. It's a group assignment. I break students into groups and assign each group a category, like classroom objects, famous landmarks, or mythical creatures. Each group's task is to use the editor to add 5 to 10 new words to the knowledge base. But first, let them discuss among themselves, write on paper, and then enter into the database. After they are done, one member from each group exports their data and saves it to a text file. This assignment is where I see them working together, debating about words, and truly owning the teaching process. For the execution of this lesson plan, you can have one common list of words, the same database for all the students. Or you can build a list of words in a single database for all the classes. This will make it more challenging for them to find new words, and the database will grow with use. With a single database, you will create a big database for the entire school. This entire lesson encourages discovery, collaboration, and hands on participation, making abstract concepts tangible. It's fantastic for managing varied skill levels because every student can contribute, and it provides a clear path from block based thinking to seeing how data structures work in text based code. What are your go to projects for making computer science concepts click with your students? Share your ideas in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights from our smart classroom. If you want to find out more, visit kobe.io. Bye!